I built my dream Star Citizen setup, and for me, it's perfect. This video does include some hardware provided by partners, but more details on that later. Based around the highly configurable MonsterTech MTS Simpit, this setup is great for building something bespoke out of a wide range of different options. In this case, a dedicated space in the office to be able to quickly climb aboard and fly. I'm Forrester, and this video will share some more about the dream setup that I built, including the parts used, how it's holding up, and of course, plenty of shots of the MTS in action. Firstly, since this video ticked the sponsored box, it's important to explain what it means for this to be a sponsored video. Whilst no money changed hands to make this video, the MTS kit was provided free of charge by MonsterTech, and clearly that is of considerable value. That said, I've been a long-standing MonsterTech customer for over 5 years at this point, previously purchasing a flight frame, assorted mounting hardware, and a flight chair, all with my own money. The content of this video is all written by me, and MonsterTech have no creative control over it, so the thoughts are all my own. Additionally, the VPC throttle, stick and panels shown on the MTS have been provided by Virpil free of charge, but likewise, I'm free to say what I like. So, all of that out of the way, let's explore the MTS Simpit. This is my MonsterTech MTS. I've configured it to meet my wants and needs from a system. Every time I hop into Star Citizen, or some other titles for that matter, it involves climbing into this Simpit. And, if you are wondering, yes, every time climbing in feels about as awesome as you might imagine. As for the choice to upgrade, well, over time, more and more gear got loaded onto my previous flight frame, such that lugging it in front of the desk for each session became physically more exerting. That made me want to build something more permanent, but like many people, I didn't have a huge amount of real estate in my office, so this configuration is tailored to the space I have available. The end result is something that fits exactly what I needed, with the absolute convenience of being able to hop in and be ready to fly. MonsterTech have developed an entire ecosystem which is highly configurable and highly personalizable, all backed by a proven track record of solid German engineering. The whole system revolves around extruded aluminium which combine together to form a frame, and then different MonsterTech mounting solutions. The advantage of the system is that those mounting options can be customized to the individual hardware in your build, and it all just works. Moreover, if, like me, you end up buying into the MonsterTech ecosystem, as the hardware you use changes, it's usually easy to incorporate into your build. As an example, my first MonsterTech purchase was back in 2019 with a simple mount for a Thrustmaster Warthog joystick. That mount can still attach to this system nearly 6 years later. At this point, I've been using this MTS build for about 6 months. If you'd like to see a more detailed review, let me know in the video comments, but suffice to say, I'm still blown away every time I climb aboard. The MTS system is admittedly expensive, but as the basis for something that could be used for years to come, that might make sense for your use case. Perhaps divide the price by the number of years you expect to use the system, for example. Careful planning is key though, working out which parts are needed and how they'll fit together. To help with that, MonsterTech have an MTS configurator available on their website, or there's always good old pencil and paper. My personal build includes the MTS base frame with baseplate attachment and a nice branded floor mat for good measure. Attached directly to the base frame are the Thrustmaster TPR rudder pedals, and above that is the TV monitor internal mount with a large 43-inch 4K display attached. And then also up front is the MTS desk, with room for a keyboard and Xbox controller. From time to time, there's also a handy mounting spot for MFD screens for DCS World 2. Again, that's the advantage of the MonsterTech ecosystem. I'm able to reuse and reattach parts from previous builds. The seat is the MPS-1 Blackbird pilot seat. Personally, I don't use armrests since my hands are usually either resting on the stick and throttle or using the keyboard and mouse, but others do rate using armrests, which can be configured. The seat is comfortable, even for multi-hour sessions. Beneath the seat is the MTS Center joystick mount, attached to which is a Virpil Warbird gimbal. The center mount works well with the cutout on the pilot seat. To my left is the MTS HOTAS left mount, with the Virpil CM3 throttle attached. And behind that is a profile from the MTS side pivot, which attaches the Virpil Panel 2 button box. Then, to my right, is MTS mouse, which can swing in and out for easy entry to the Simpit, although usually I just leave it in place and climb in. Sorry, health and safety executives. The handy profiles across the frame make it easy to include optional extras, such as cable management or the headset holder, but also work well with other hardware, like a powered USB hub, or even some subtle floor lighting. Long story short, the MonsterTech MTS let me build my dream setup. Something that works for the games I play now and with a future-proofed ecosystem. It's comfortable, convenient, and lets me immerse myself in whatever is happening on the screen, safe in the knowledge that muscle memory will guide me to the controls I'm used to using in exactly the same place as always. Thank you so much to MonsterTech for sending out the MTS to use and to share my thoughts with you, dear viewer. It's always particularly exciting to partner with a company whose products I've bought and used for many years. I probably ought to mention that MonsterTech mounting solutions range from simple desk clamps and seat attachments to rail systems to a flight frame, all the way up to the full MTS. And it's the sort of thing where you might start small and go bigger as time goes along, a bit like my journey. But for the top of that journey, the MTS really shines. If you'd like to find out more, the MonsterTech website is a good starting point, but their Discord server is a fantastic resource too, and with lots of experienced builders offering helpful advice. And MonsterTech are spreading the love, making available a discount of 5% on purchases from them if you use the code Forrester at checkout. I know lots of you are grabbing MonsterTech gear anyway, so hopefully that helps. At the risk of going on for too long, if you enjoyed this video, please press that like button, subscribe if you'd like to see more in future, and I look forward to reading your thoughts in the video comments. Thank you again, MonsterTech, and thank you for watching.